Hello, this is Ryan Michael Reviews, and today's review is on the Hell's Kitchen episode 103, Season 1, Episode 3, third episode, Season 1, first airing June 13th in 2005. Every episode in Season 1 is a little monumental. This one definitely had some new things that we see. We kind of open up, and, people are feeling sad that Dewberry was eliminated. And you see this a lot more in Season 1 than pretty much any other season, with a lot more camaraderie between all the other contestants. In other seasons, you don't see people getting sad when each other leaves. You don't really see the connections with other people. Season 1 really had the most human kind of connections out of all the seasons, in my opinion. And then, coming up next day, they move Michael to the red team, which is a big deal. Blue team is doing very good, but Michael is, he's one of the best, if not the best, on the blue team. I mean, I know what happened in this season, but yeah. So this is a big deal. First time I ever changed team, which makes sense because they were down. Yeah, Michael's like great chef. Team challenge was the grocery store challenge. Creating a 5-course dinner. This whole grocery store thing definitely became a staple. This is something that Ramsey really likes to rely on in terms of challenges for shows. This is a good challenge. It's fun. It shows creativity, resourcefulness, kitchen expertise. It's a good challenge. I enjoy it quite a lot. Whenever it shows up in competitions, and yeah, anyways, it ends in a tie, but red team decide the winner because blue team's dishes complement each other's poorly. So on the reward, red team goes to a bar, plays darts. Blue team has to clean dorms. Nothing too exciting there. That's pretty standard stuff. The reward is very standard in Season 1 standards, and the punishment is very like late season standard. It's very normal in terms of punishments, where they just have to clean something. Which does make me wish that punishments were more inventive, but cleaning toilets is still decent. But I would like to see something more creative. For service, tension's high. Jeff passed his kidney stone, so that was good. And dinner service. This was the service where they introduced having critics in the dining room. They were judging the food, or they wouldn't know which ones they were. And it went poorly. Every time the risottos went out, they complained about it every time being undercooked, or bland, or mushy, or mess, or something like that. It never went well. It was not great for the critics. I don't know, in terms of the show, what the critics are like, actors, or what happened to the reviews that the critics are writing. I imagine they never got published or anything, because it's just a TV show, It's not hardly a real restaurant, because it's not open most days. They have a service. It just seems like once a week. So, yeah. And then there's a few other things that happen, entertaining things happen during this service. Andrew has a risotto that makes customers sick, which seems very odd, because for a risotto to be that bad and immediately make someone sick and throw up seems incredibly out there. It seems more likely that the customer had something, or it was staged just so they can, add drama. But, that was definitely odd. I don't know what the deal was with that, that risotto made a customer sick. That was just kind of bizarre. Not something great happened. This is a great moment in this episode. Wendy puts hot water into her pasta to boil it, and she says that, I thought cold water was supposed to boil faster than hot water. And I was like, what? That's a classic. That gets clipped all the time. You've probably seen the clip even if you haven't seen the season. It's a pretty famous clip, and rightfully so. It's a great moment of an old legend. But yeah, more things happen during the service. Jeff leaves. He gets insulted. He calls Ramsey an asshole back, and then gives up. He leaves. First time that happens in the show. Makes for an exciting exit for the first time it ever happens. Yeah. Jeff was never very strong, and he gives up. So how strong can he really be? Yeah. That's about all that happened in service. Not many things got served on in terms of entrees. Most customers left, which made it a terrible service. Yeah, 15 entrees from red team, blue 8. So blue lost. Another terrible service. It's a pattern that happens for season 1. It's just, they're really bad in season 1. It takes them a long time to get a good service, you know? So, it happens for a while. They don't complete a service. Yeah. So, in the elimination, Wendy gets left. It's her incompetence. Performance was pathetic, and she was making excuses. That's essentially what Ramsey said. Yeah. So, in general, it's a decent episode. There's some highlights. The grocery store challenge is always fun. War and punishment, meh. Service was great. A lot of great moments. The customer sick, Wendy's thing, Jeff. Really entertaining service. So pretty great. Outside of service, it's the same thing with every episode of season 1, where it's just slow. There's a lot of pauses, dull kind of moments where nothing's going on. There's not as much fighting in the dorms that you see with like the mid kind of seasons like 11, seasons like 10. God, season 10. Seasons 8. Season 9 was pretty chill. But yeah, there's just less tension in this season. There's less reputation, there's less to lose. It was just, come on here, you cook. Less people here were chefs. But yeah, in all, decent episode. Great service. Great challenge. And in between that, meh. So, but overall, pretty good episode.